guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be sharing with you all of our favorite toddler products. Now my daughter is 15 months old and this is our first child, so this is our first time having a toddler in the house, so we're still figuring things out. But we found some products recently that we've really been enjoying that have made our lives easier and have helped my daughter stay happy and entertained, so I want to share those with you today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lo and I make videos about all kinds of stuff. I started out documenting my infertility journey. I'm now sharing our journey to get our finances in order, and I'm also working on being more careful with our spending, buying things that we really use and like, and getting good use out of them and not wasting money. And so I thought this video may help anyone who's interested in those type of topics in buying things that they're going to get a lot of use out of for their toddler. So the first item that I would highly recommend is plastic bibs with the little pouch. Now, we actually started using these when my daughter was just starting to learn to eat. She had a lot of difficulty when she first started having solids, and she would sometimes take a bite of one of those like liquefied pouches or a puree I'd made for her, and it just wouldn't go down right, and she would puke up her whole meal. And I cannot tell you the number of times that that thing saved me from having to clean her up completely and completely disassemble the high chair and clean the whole high chair, because a lot of times all of the food would just fall into the pouch and it saves you a ton of cleanup. And still to this day, now that she's much older, she's much better at eating, that doesn't happen so much. She still will like dribble if she's eating fruit that has juice, or she just drops food all the time as she's trying to get better at picking it up and eating it. And so much food gets caught in that, it makes cleanup way easier. And it's just, the bibs themselves are super easy to clean because they're plastic, so we just run them through the dishwasher and it just keeps life really simple. The next product that I would recommend is actually not a total must-have because I'm sure there's less expensive ones out there, but we love our 4Moms high chair, and I would just recommend getting a high chair that is just plastic and rubber, like no cloth parts that you have to put in the dishwasher. It makes cleanup so much easier when things do get spilled. We can just use soap and water, use a sponge, we can pull it apart, just put it in the sink, clean it real quick, dry it, and it's done. You're not having to put things through the washer with food and stuff, and it just makes our life so much easier when it comes to mealtime. At the time that we got this high chair, it was back when we were not being as careful with our money, so looking back, I probably could have done more research. There may be other good high chairs out there that are not quite as pricey as this one, but we do really like it. I like the colors, it's very sleek, it looks nice in our kitchen, it doesn't stand out as like, you know, it kind of blends in with our house, and for those reasons, I really love it. It also has a magnetic tray, and it comes with a set of dishes. So if I put some, you know, fruit in a bowl for my daughter and I put it on the tray, then it sticks and it helps her not spill it. And then also as she's trying to learn to use a spoon, it keeps the bowl in place. So that really helps her when she's trying to learn to use utensils and things. My next toddler must-have is the Tommy Tippy Sippy Cups. Now, my daughter was very difficult when it came to taking a bottle. She never took a pacifier, and not surprisingly, she was very difficult when it came to sippy cups. I bought probably 5 or 6 different brands of sippy cups, just like 1 or 2, just to see if she would like them, to try to get her off of the bottle after she turned 1, and she was not having it. She didn't want anything with a straw. She didn't like the transition sippy cups that had like the bottle nipple, none of it. The same brand of the bottles that she ended up taking, the Ma'am brand, they make like a transition cup. She hated that. And so we just kept trying, giving her different ones, putting more juice in it so it tastes better, putting milk, putting this, that. And she just wasn't interested until finally she just found one that clicked for her, and it was the Tommy Tippy Sippy Cups. One thing that I really like about these sippy cups is they do not spill. So I can put milk in here, she can shake it all around, she can throw it, and it's not gonna drip out everywhere. The other thing that I like about the Tommy Tippy Sippy Cups is they do not have a straw, and so it makes it easier to clean them and keep them sanitary. There's not this little straw. Some of these sippy cups come with a little straw with a little pipe cleaner thing. I don't like, I don't have time for that. Nobody has time for that. It just feels unnecessary. So I like that they don't have a straw. It has handles, she can hold it. I just love it. So I will, I forgot to mention earlier, I'm gonna link everything in the description below that I'm mentioning. So if you wanna check out any of these products, it's easy for you to find. The next thing that I really love is the Halo Sleep Sack. Now, we have not put bedding and stuff into my daughter's crib yet. She is technically old enough. When you're 1, you can put bedding and things into their crib, but our pediatrician recommended just waiting till about 18 months. So our daughter still sleeps in a sleep sack. This was actually what we transitioned her to. We went from swaddle to Merlin suit to sleep sack. So if you don't know what those are, then I'll try to link those below too. But basically, the sleep sack is what she's been in since she was about like 6 or 7 months, I think, and she still loves her sleep sack. It's a nice nighttime routine where she knows when she goes in the sleep sack, it's time to sleep. We put her in the sleep sack for naps too, so it's a very clear sign to her, like, this is sleepy time, and she has been a great sleeper. She's sleeping 12 hours at night most nights, which is amazing compared to what she was when she was a newborn. So yeah, we love the sleep sack. It's just, and you know, we'll transition her to regular bedding at some point, probably in the next few months. But for now, the sleep sack is working out really well. So the rest of the items that I'm going to share with you today are toys. The first one is these letters that I found for the bathtub. These are so much fun. I remember having letters like this when I was a kid, and she just loves sticking them to the wall, and we, you know, point to the letters and the colors, and I say the names of the letters. So it's a great way to help her start learning about letters and learn about colors and make bath time fun. It keeps her entertained in the bath pretty well, so I can sit in there with her and maybe do some stuff on my phone while she's splashing around and playing in the bath. And also I found, like, a lot of bath toys are like cups and stuff, and anything that you can fill up with water, she takes and she dumps it outside the bath, so there just is water all over the floor outside of the bath, which is not ideal for bath time. So the letters, they're not messy. She sometimes throws them out of the bathtub, but they're foam, so they don't hold a lot of water, and so it's very little cleanup, and she can't hurt me if she chucks it at me, which, like, I don't know if all toddlers do this, but she loves throwing things at my face. So probably trying to get my attention. But yeah, so these are just light, they're easy, you can play with them outside of the bath too, they're a great learning tool, and they're super, super inexpensive. So I highly recommend them. Next is this Llama Toy. This is actually a gift that I had requested from my parents. They wanted to know what we wanted for my daughter's first birthday as a present, and this is one thing that I had asked for, so they purchased it for us, and she loves this toy. It's super interactive, there's lots of different features on it, but she loves making noise. She loves kind of like banging on stuff, and so we thought getting her a toy that was supposed to be used that way to make noise and make music would be really fun. It's super cute, it looks cute sitting in our living room. A lot of kids' toys are just like really harsh, bright colors, and this is just really pretty design and fun, and she plays with this every single day. She just gravitates towards it. So the next toddler must-have is this Apple toy, and she really likes putting things into smaller things. Like, she'll take a piece of napkin and like stick it in a hole in the couch, and I noticed her like hiding things in little holes in places, and so when I found this toy I thought she would really like it. It has a little worm that you lace through the apple, and she just loves like sticking things in these little holes. She actually has other pieces from other toys that fit into these holes that she plays with, and it's just kind of a nice like all-in-one thing if you have to go somewhere. The little worm is attached by a string, and so you can just, you know, connect it and lace it, and it's not gonna like fall, there's not pieces that are gonna like fall on the ground. It's a great toy for working on her fine motor skills, and it just really keeps her entertained. The next toddler must-have is books with flaps or pulls or things that they have to interact with. Now, she loves this book, Dear Zoo, and we read it probably every single day, at least once, and she just has so much fun lifting down the little flaps and, like, you know, interacting with me while we're reading and participating. Again, it's good for her fine motor skills. It keeps her engaged with something to do while we're reading. I find books that it's just text, even if there's like bright pictures or things to touch and feel. She's kind of not into that anymore at this age. She's over the touch and feel, and she wants something that she can physically interact with. And so these books keep her entertained, and they're a lot of fun to read with her. She also really likes this version of Brown Bear. I've been reading this to her since she was a baby, and all of a sudden, you know, I was sliding these slides all the time, and then all of a sudden, one day, she just reached out and started sliding them, and she just loves sliding these back and forth when we read, and it's a lot of fun for her. So I highly recommend books that have this kind of like slide or flap interactive type features. And my last baby must-have is kind of a splurge. It's the Love Every play kit. For this one that I have here is the 12 to 15 month play kit, I think, or 13 to 15 months, something like that. It's the Babbler set, and I have been seeing ads on Instagram for this since before she was born, and I've always been interested in purchasing it. It looked really good. It looked like very high quality. I liked the different features on the toys. It seemed very well thought out, and I loved the idea that every single phase of her life she would have age appropriate toys, because it's really hard to, as she's growing and changing, like keep searching for toys that are the right age group for her and for the skills she's going to be developing at that time. So the nice thing about these kits is that every few months they send you a new kit that has age appropriate toys. Now it is more pricey and it is more of a splurge, which is why I had not purchased it previously. And if you've watched any of my recent videos, you know we're really cutting back on expenses to try to pay down our debt. But to me, I've thought about it for like more than a year, and I've watched a bunch of reviews on it, and it just seemed like it was worth it. So I did purchase it last month, the first kit, and my daughter absolutely loves these toys. They are perfect for the age that she's at. I showed her how to do a couple things, and now she just runs with it. She gravitates to these toys first. Of all her toys, they keep her really engaged. I feel like they're helping her develop her skills. She loves putting the coins in this little piggy bank. She loves hitting the ball so it goes down the ramp. The other thing that I really love about this set, being a first-time parent, like, I don't know what I should be doing with my child because I've never done this before. I don't know what she's about to learn. I don't know what skills she's about to develop. And this is just all still very new to me. And I am not a professional childcare provider. Like, I don't know any of this. So it comes with this book that explains to you different skills they should be developing during this time, and how to use each toy to help them develop that skill, and how to use the different toys together. So like, it comes with a couple balls, and it explains, like, point out that one ball is purple and one is rainbow, and one is bigger and one is smaller. And these are things like I just never would have thought of. So to me, it's not just a convenience of getting toys that are good quality and age appropriate, but it helps me learn how to teach my daughter, and there's a huge educational component to these toys. So that is it for today's video. If you guys have other toddler must-haves that you recommend, put it in the comments below. I'd love to know what you guys are using. I'm always trying to figure out how to be a better parent and be more efficient in my parenting by making my life easier. So if you guys have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. If you're new to my channel and you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. And if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye!